Hey y'all, so today we're going to be doing a kitchen clean with me and disinfect. So I'm going to give you an overview of what it looks like, but first I'm going to show you what my drink of the day is. I made some coffee in my Mondays should be optional mug. This mug was a gift and I really love it. It's so cute, but yeah. I'm also going to be burning a candle by Bath and Body Works. This is the lemon lavender shortbread, and I will be featuring this new disinfectant cleaner that I got from Aldi. It's the Boulder Clean Disinfectant Cleaner Spray. I think it was like $4.99 or $3.99, something like that from Aldi. I do have an Aldi haul where I show like everything that I got there, so I'll link that somewhere in the description box or in the video, so you can check that out if you're into like grocery hauls and stuff like that. But yes, now for the overview. You can see the kitchen is a complete mess, you know, as it always is. I usually tend to like record after I've cooked or started doing something, so it just looks like really bad, like worse than it already did. So yeah, but I'm just clearing a little space on the island so I can go ahead and light the candle. um and what, I don't know. Yeah, so I want to like disinfect and sanitize. So in this video, I'm going to be like kind of working in sections. So I'll like spray an area and give it time to kind of sanitize or disinfect, and then I'll go back to it. So I wanted to clean out the microwave, so I just went ahead and sprayed that down so it had time to disinfect. And while it's doing that, I'm clearing some things on the countertop over here. I have a few items out. I was planning on making chicken noodle soup, so I have like these canned carrots and egg noodles and stuff like that. And I just have it sitting by my Instant Pot so that whenever I'm ready to make that, all of my like ingredients are already there, and I don't have to like really go searching or do a lot of work to look for them. So once I got pretty much everything cleared off of the countertop, I'm just going to go ahead and spray it down so that has time to disinfect as well. And if you read the back of this bottle for the cleaner, it says to like let it sit for about 10 minutes to disinfect. It has different instructions for disinfecting and sanitizing, so whatever you want to do, go according to that. But while the countertop is disinfecting, I'm going to go ahead and clean out my microwave. For like this cleaning project today, I'm going to be using my microfiber towels, which I do pretty much almost always use. And for my towels, I just like wet them with warm to hot water, and then I wipe down whatever surface I'm cleaning. Regardless of the spray, that's pretty much how I use the towels because it just works the best that way for me. I'm also reheating my coffee up in the microwave because I am like full-time single mom, so you don't see it in between clips, but I do have to like stop and tend to my child, and that's what happened here. So my coffee got cold, so I had to like reheat that up because it's important to stay caffeinated, okay, as a mom. But yeah, so now that I have my microwave clean, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down that countertop over there as well. And for my microwave, whenever I clean out the microwave, I like to leave the microwave door open so that it can kind of air out because it's usually like a little damp from me cleaning it. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I always feel like it should just air out instead of, I don't know, closing the door with the inside being damp. I don't know. It's just a me thing. But that's what I like to do. So the door will just be hanging open for a while if you notice that. Um, but yeah, so I'm planning on making this chicken noodle soup because we have had like super cold weather out here. If you don't know, I'm like in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's been like really, really cold, colder. Like I can't even say colder than usual. It's just like super cold, like historically cold for us. So yeah, I wanted to make like a nice hot soup. So that's what's going on here. And I have this can of cheese open that obviously I didn't like use. So I'm just like storing that away, putting it in a storage container, putting it in the fridge. And since I'm doing that, I went ahead and I'm going to like consolidate some storage containers that I have in the fridge of food that has already been put away. So I made this Cajun pasta, which is so good. And I got the recipe from somebody on YouTube, which I'll try to link in the description box again. And this pasta was so good. I took some to my mom and sister and they liked it. I liked it. It's good. But I'm just putting some in a smaller container for me to have for lunch, and then I'm putting some in a different container for my mom and sister. So that's what you seeing me doing. But I had it all in one big container, so yeah, that's what I'm doing, consolidating and divvying up like the food, the leftovers. um some of the things that I'm doing is not necessarily cleaning, but it's kind of like a prep, like not meal prep, but just kind of preparing for, I guess you could say, the week, because I'm also gonna like fill up my lunchbox. So I'm also gonna like fill up my vitamin container. You'll see in just a second. I have like this weekly vitamin container. I got it from Dollar Tree, and it's like the best thing ever if you have like to take medication daily, which is not anything prescribed for me. It's just vitamins. But yeah, it was a pretty good buy from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to load up my vitamins for the week. You also see me with like that bag of food. Some food items that I'm going to give away because I just know I'm not going to use or I don't like. Like those keto bars, which were also like in my last Aldi haul. I didn't really care for them. So I'm like going to give them away to my mom or sister or whoever wants them. I just didn't like them. So we give them away. And I had like some honey barbecue sauce, which yuck, we're giving that away too. Yeah, so now I'm gonna move over to like the stove area, and you can tell that the kitchen was getting out of control because I started like setting stuff on the stove, which is like a hazard. I don't recommend it, but yeah, I was like really out of room because it's a mess in here. And if you're wondering what I'm watching Bridgerton on Netflix. A lot of my friends have been recommending it. I'm not really sure why, because I don't like comedy or like dramas that much. So the first episode was like rough for me. It's kind of hard to get into. It's gotten better, but yeah, I'm trying to watch it. It's okay. It's getting better as it goes along, but yeah, I don't know. But that's what I'm watching, trying to give it a chance. So I went ahead and sprayed the stove down to give that a chance to disinfect. And I have a few grocery items that need to be put up, so I'm like loading that up in the pantry. And what else? Oh, I have like some sodas and water that need to get put up also. But I'm going to go ahead and pull out my vitamins. So yeah, like I was saying, it's not really the things like loading my, excuse the daughter in the background, but like loading my lunchbox or preparing my vitamins for the week. It's not really a cleaning task, but it's something I like to do while I'm cleaning. That way I don't have to go back in the kitchen like mess with anything. So things that I need to do in the kitchen while I'm cleaning, I'm going to go ahead and get that done. That's what's happening. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open up like these water bottles though. I'm going to stack those in the fridge. I took the top off of the trash can because there's a lot of trash in there. And it was hard for me to like keep flipping the lid. So I just took the top off so I can do what I need to do, throw things away. Before I stack the water bottles in, there are 2 trays in the fridge that I wanted to wipe down. So I'm gonna spray some cleaner in those and then just wipe them out. And like I said, I usually like wet my microfiber towel with hot water, as hot as I can get it without like burning myself, and wipe it down. And these microfiber towels, I got them from, I want to say I got them from Walmart for like $4.99 for like a 10-pack or something. Like, it was a pretty good buy, like not expensive at all, and they get the job done. It's reusable, affordable. I like them. But I got them a while ago, so I can't really give like specifics on that, but I do like using them. I don't regret the purchase or struggle with it at all. So I'm gonna load up the water bottles in here, and also the Sprites, but I'm gonna put those in later because I have to find room in the fridge. So yeah, I'm gonna load those in a little bit later, but I did go ahead and put some water bottles in, and I have other stuff in the fridge, so I couldn't put like the whole case in, but I was able to like fill up that little bottom row in the door for water bottles, so I'm good with that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and load up my little vitamin tray, and as I'm doing it, you get kind of an overview of the vitamins that I'm taking. And this UTI Don't Think So is a new vitamin from Love Wellness Company. My sister actually has a subscription, and she's been loving the vitamins. And I will say, like, as far as her skin, they have been doing like really well. Not because of the UTI vitamins, but she got like a whole, like, they have a whole collection, like some for skin and bloating and huge variety. So it seemed to really be doing a good job with her skin, and she had this extra one for the UTI. So she gave me that bottle, and I've been taking those. So it's a new company and a new vitamin that I'm trying out, which so far so good. But after I loaded the water bottles up, they gave the stove enough time to disinfect, and I went ahead and wiped it down, of course, as you just saw. And now I'm trying to like make room for the Sprite. And I was gonna like load them without the case, but I just decided to go ahead and put the whole case in there. And then I'm gonna put the rest of the water bottles in the pantry, and I'll just like, load those up as they get, as they get low from the fridge. And like I said, I'm also packing my lunch as I go along. So I'm packing like some turkey pepperoni for a snack. I think I grabbed myself a string cheese. I put a little thing of pasta in my lunchbox. And you probably couldn't tell from like the little overview I did in the beginning, but I had already started cleaning kind of before I filmed, and I had some dishes that I washed in the dishwasher, but I forgot to cut on the heating function, so they were still damp. So I put out like a kitchen towel to let those dry. And I'm just putting up the clean mugs from that. I filled up my Splenda bowl on my little coffee station, and this is the kitchen towel that I was talking about. So yeah, those dishes were clean. They were just wet, so I had to sit them out to dry. And now I'm just like putting them back up. And when it comes to my storage containers, I like to like put them in the cabinets with the lid attached to them. I don't know. I know people like do it like without the lids off, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm a little weird, a little different. Like you see me loading the water bottles in the fridge and I turn them off front facing. Like that's a little OCD, just a little bit. But I got myself some cashews as well. I put some of those in a little bowl for my lunchbox. So, like I said, I'm, preparing my lunch as I'm cleaning up, which helps because if I spill any food or whatever, I can go ahead and wipe it up while I'm cleaning. You know what I'm saying? So, putting dishes away as much as I can. Yeah, just getting the kitchen clean and doing a little prepping while I can. But so far I really like this Boulder spray. Boulder spray. It says it cleans, sanitizes, and deodorizes, and obviously it disinfects. And also claims to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses, which is why I bought it because, we're in a pandemic and we need something that's going to disinfect. So I removed everything off the island. I sprayed it down. And like I said earlier, I went off to go help my daughter with something. So the island got to disinfect that way. I wasn't doing any other cleaning during that time. But, the camera don't show all that. It just cut straight to me spraying and wiping it down. But everything that I sprayed, I did give it a chance to disinfect because that's what I wanted to do in this cleaning video, or this particular kitchen clean disinfecting was my goal. So that's what I did there. As you can see, I cleaned off my little dining room table. Well, not dining room, my kitchen table. I'm pulling the trash out because I pretty much got everything in the trash that I need in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get the trash together. So yeah, I wanted to, clean up as much as I can so I can fill up the trash with as much trash as I could. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a new bag in there, of course. Nothing special. Everything is pretty much clean. Now I'm going to move on to the dishes. When it comes to dishes, I usually separate them in like two sections, kind of like somewhat physically, but mostly mentally in my head. Like certain pots and pans, I like to hand wash. I do not put them in the dishwasher. And certain stuff, I just can't put in the dishwasher even if I wanted to. So usually, because my sink is divided, I will either like pile one side with stuff that can go in the dishwasher and one side of stuff that I'm going to hand wash. And if I have too much stuff in the sink, I'll just sit, the stuff that I'm going to hand wash on the countertop. And I just have to clean the countertop off, until I get done with everything. But I have this huge wok that I got from Walmart, and I love this thing. It's humongous, but yeah, I love it. So yeah, some of the things I'm kind of like doing like a little pre-wash with, and then I'm putting in the dishwasher. And some of the things I am hand washing. Like I said earlier, my dishwasher, I had ran the cycle earlier and I had clean dishes, but they just needed to dry. And I knew that I needed to wash dishes, like I needed more dishes to load. So the ones that were wet from the dishwasher, I set those out to dry. And now I'm going to be loading the dishwasher with, a new load of dirty dishes that need to run. So I had to get the old ones out to dry so I can load up, like start another load. If that makes sense. I feel like I just complicated that whole thing that did not need to be complicated, but that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, most of my pots and pans I wash by hand. I also wash like my microwave, like I can't even think of the name right now, like the glass plate, the microwave safe plate thing. I can't even think of the name right now. Like my brain just goes blank sometimes. But yeah, certain stuff, I'm washing by hand. And then also if my dishwasher gets too full and I have stuff left over and I just want to go ahead and get it clean, I'll wash that by hand as well. So that's pretty much the little method that I use for washing dishes. Nothing spectacular. Also for soap, you see me hold it up. I'm using the Palm Olive antibacterial dish soap. I've been using this for like a while, since like the beginning of the pandemic. I bought it because it was antibacterial, and so far I have not been disappointed with it. I like it. It lathers well. Yeah. So after I have all of the dishes washed, I'm gonna go ahead and just spray down the sink and the little area around it. Once I spray it down, I just wipe everything off, of course, except the inside of the sink. I do not ever like wipe it down. I'll wash it, and then if I'm using a cleaning spray, I'll spray the inside and just let it dry naturally. So it'll, while it's drying, it'll disinfect and sanitize and clean and deodorize and all of that. So next, I'm moving on to the floors. I'm going to sweep first. I do prefer using my little vacuum because it works on hard floors. That thing has been like a lifesaver. But sometimes when I have like big pieces of trash or certain stuff on the floor, it's just better for me to what's it called? Sweep. I was gonna say vacuum. It's better for me to sweep. So that's what I'm doing here because I just had a lot going on. So I'm gonna sweep. And after I get done sweeping, I'm going to use my Swiffer jet to mop the floors. And then I'll show you like a full, what is it called? Like overview clip of how everything looked. But I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the floor, which is why you see me like in different clothes, because I had to do the floors later. We have lives, things you got to take care of. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the floor, but I ended up doing it. I just had to do it later. So my overview clip at the end, like basically everything was done, but besides the floor, if you notice that in my little overview, just because I didn't have time to do it when I cleaned everything else. But yeah, so I swept. I'm going around just mopping the floors. There is no method to this madness. You just sweep first and then mop. There's nothing to it. But yeah, so as far as my like conclusion for this spray, I've used this spray in other places besides the kitchen in my house. Like I've used it for the bathroom and everything. It does have a light scent, but the more you use it, the smell can kind of build up. But it doesn't like really give me a headache or anything. It's not very strong in my opinion. Besides that, I don't really have any problems with it. Like, it's okay. It has not wowed me, but it has not disappointed me either. So yeah, here's my little overview of everything. This is when I had finished washing the dishes, so I just have those out drying. But besides that, the dishes were clean. Everything was clean in the kitchen. The only thing that needed to be done was the floors, like I said. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna get to that, so I wanted to go ahead and do this little overview clip just because I always forget to do these. Like, I just I never do them. I'll either forget, or I don't have time, or I have to do something else. Like, that's just my life. But yeah, so this everything cleaned. Nothing like having a clean kitchen. Amazing. But yeah, so hopefully this was, a little cleaning motivation for y'all. And if you have tried this spray, let me know how you like it. Again, I got it from Aldi. Yeah, so far I liked it. Nothing huge. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, thanks for hanging in there with me. And hopefully this was motivation for y'all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.